Hello everyone, Alexis here. Welcome to Wandering Art. Today I'm going to show you guys how I got this beautiful effect in this home mold. I was really excited about this piece because I'm doing it in two layers and it's two of my favorite things in these layers. I'm doing gold leaf in the first layer and then alcohol inks in the second layer. So this is the first layer and I am putting my sheets of gold leaf directly into the resin. You just have to mix it for a little bit and it breaks all up. And then I'm going to be pouring it into the mold, and I'm only going to be pouring it about halfway because I want to have enough room to put the inks in there and not have the inks. If you only have a tiny layer for inks, they might not set up very well depending on how much you use, and I always use a little bit too much, so I want to have a good amount of room for the inks. So the resin that I'm using for this first layer is actually the same company that I got the mold from. It is Let's Resin. And I really did like this resin. They said it was casting resin and it was crystal clear casting resin, and it was crystal clear. And when I mixed it up, it was very thin and there were very little bubbles, like almost no bubbles at all. I really liked this resin, and it cured. I think you could touch it within 12 hours, and it was good to come out of the mold within 24. And that's on other projects because obviously this was done in two layers. Do not take the first layer out of the mold. At least I don't think that that would be good. So for the second layer, I had actually run out of the Let's resin. So the second layer is actually Stone Coat Art Coat resin, and I love that resin too. All of my materials are going to be linked in the description below, and you'll be able to go to where I purchased those materials and check out anything about them or purchase them if you're interested in that. As you can see by that close-up there, that the resin does look very clear, and I did not use a torch or a heat gun to that. It just looked clear, and it was the first layer. I didn't really feel the need to, so I didn't. On the second layer here, I told you I am using Stone Coat Art Coat, and I did use my heat gun. And this video is not sped up at all, so you can see the exact amount of time that I used the heat gun and how close I am getting to this mold. And I will tell you that that is too close, and it is also too long to use the heat gun. I was on the high setting. My heat gun only has high and low, so that could have been the problem, but I did have a lot of trouble getting this out of the mold. And I could tell it was the second layer that was sticking, and it was not good. At first I thought it was the alcohol inks because it can take longer to cure in resin, so I waited like a very long time and it was still not coming out. So I had to manhandle this thing out of the mold, so I did not show you guys me taking it out. I did save the mold. It wasn't that bad, but I wish that I hadn't used the heat gun so much. Also, I think a torch might have been better because if you want to get the bubbles out, you have to get really close in between the letters. So maybe going over it with a torch that's very hot, like super fast, I think that would have been the better option. So if you guys have a torch, I would recommend using that instead of a heat gun. So I am about to put the alcohol inks in. As you guys can see, my white alcohol ink is kind of sitting in that little cup there. That is because I am a mess and my alcohol ink is all over the bottle and it drips. So it's in that cup to protect everything that it sits on. I'm just using black and white for this. Oh, I had a little something on the tip of my black alcohol ink there. Peeled it off. It's brand new, good as new now. So I'm dropping in the alcohol inks, and I'm actually going to use like a toothpick to kind of spread the inks around. I didn't want like a typical look of alcohol ink exactly. I wanted it to be more spread around. I just wanted to have some white and black wispy pieces, and I wanted you to be able to see through some pieces. So that's why I chose the ink instead of a paste or powder. And I do think that alcohol inks or inks in general just give a really cool look in resin. So that's why I chose inks, and I'm just kind of spreading them around. And then I'm going to add the white on top, and that is it. I'm not going to try and heat gun it or torch it anymore. And like I said before, I waited a very long time, probably 2 to 3 days, to take this out of the mold because I just wasn't sure if it was sticking or if the alcohol inks were taking longer to cure. Also, the art coat stone coat resin takes a long time to cure, so I just wasn't sure what was going on. And it was, in fact, that I used the heat gun too much and it was sticking. So let me know what you guys think of this project. There will be some video and some pictures at the end. I almost did this whole thing in gold leaf because I thought that it would be so cool and I just love gold leaf. So do you guys think that it would have been cooler to just do like a whole gold leaf home decor sign? Or do you guys like the black and the white on the back of it? Because I am thinking of maybe doing another one. Maybe the family or I have the clock mold do one all in gold leaf. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And you could also do different color inks. So if you wanted like a rainbow behind a gold or silver, that would look really cool too. So I have thought about actually doing this in a coaster set, you guys. I'm just not sure about doing it because, you know, it's so thin and so you'd have to have two good sized layers and I'm just not sure about the inks in such a thin layer. I don't know, but I might try it out for you guys and just see how it looks. I think it would be very cool in a coaster set. So if you guys liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more resin artwork. Don't forget to check the description for all of the materials and links to those materials. And as always, I appreciate your guys' support so much, more than you know. And I will catch you all later. Bye. So I wanted to talk to you guys while you watch this little clip. I wish that you guys could see this in person because it looks so cool in person. And I tried to get some close-ups you'll see on the videos of some really cool effects that I've got going on in here. But it was very hard to get like close-up in-depth pictures, especially since it's on like the back layer. But at the bottom of the H there was some like really cool little wispies. And here you could see like the holes inside the white ink there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I got these cool effects, but I like them and they're beautiful. Catch y'all later. Bye.